The stage lights flared, the audience applauded, and what was supposed to be another sharp but entertaining episode of Real Time with Bill Maher turned into something unforgettable. Prince Harry stepped onto the set, polished in a tailored suit, his smile careful, practiced. Bill Maher grinned, the spark of mischief in his eyes already hinting at the confrontation to come. "How's exile treating you?" Bill smirked, drawing laughter from the audience. Harry's jaw tightened. "It's not exile," he replied, evenly. "It's choice." From that moment, the tone was locked. Tense, unrelenting, and about to escalate, Bill pressed. "Choice. Right. You're in Montecito, living in a mansion, cutting Netflix deals, publishing memoirs. That's not exactly off the grid." Harry's composure wavered but held. "Leaving an outdated institution doesn't mean giving up my voice," Bill shot back immediately. "You mean the institution that raised you, protected you for decades, and now you blame for every inconvenience in your life?" The crowd gasped, split between claps and boos. Harry blinked hard, not used to being cornered so openly on U.S. television. "It's more complex than that," he said tightly. "My wife and I endured relentless abuse from the British media." Bill cut in with razor precision. "And yet, you're here because of that abuse. You wrote a memoir about it, made a docuseries, sat down with Oprah. If it was so toxic, why profit from it?" That landed. Harry shifted in his seat, his discomfort plain. "There's a difference between telling your truth and profiting off pain. We told our story because it needed to be heard." Bill laughed coldly. "Your truth. Come on, Harry. Truth isn't Burger King. You don't get to have it your way." The audience chuckled uneasily, the room thick with tension. Harry leaned forward. "You invited me here to mock me, not to talk. This isn't a conversation, it's for ratings." Bill smirked. "I invited you for answers. If you wanted a pillow fight, maybe you should have gone back to James Corden." The crowd audibly winced. Harry's face flushed. Producers behind the scenes scrambled. Then Bill went for the jugular. "Let's talk about Afghanistan. In Spare, you admitted to killing Taliban fighters and feeling nothing. Do you regret writing that? Or were you trying to prove you're not just a pampered prince?" Harry's restraint snapped. Standing abruptly, he tore off his mic. "That was taken out of context. I wrote about the psychological toll of war. This isn't a conversation, it's a trap. I don't need to be here." And just like that, he walked off. The studio gasped. Maher leaned back in his chair, smirking. Guess he's not used to being questioned. The clip went viral instantly. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all flooded with edits, memes, and fiery debates. Hashtags exploded. Harry meltdown, your team Maher, justice for Harry. One viral meme showed Harry mid-walk-off, captioned, "When life doesn't come with a palace exit." Strategy. Another used Bill's smirk as a template for endless punchlines. But beyond the comedy, the backlash was ferocious. Some praised Maher for finally holding Harry accountable. Others accused him of bullying, ambushing, and humiliating a guest for ratings. Veterans chimed in, divided. Some defended Harry's openness about combat trauma. Others condemned him for writing things you don't put in print if you respect the uniform. HBO doubled down, releasing a statement defending Bill's right to host tough conversations. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan's team issued a blistering response. Tonight's experience was a stark reminder that media toxicity exists on both sides of the Atlantic. We came to speak, not to be ridiculed. Within 48 hours, Harry canceled multiple media appearances, including 60 Minutes, and postponed a Netflix premiere event. Rumors spread he was retreating, shaken, rethinking his strategy. Bill Maher, meanwhile, was unfazed. Opening his next show, he quipped, "Turns out when you remove the crown, what's left is a very sensitive scalp." Ratings spiked 30%. The British tabloids had a field day. Headlines screamed, Harry humiliated again, flees TV meltdown. Royal insiders hinted King Charles wasn't surprised, while Prince William reportedly joked at dinner. Looks like America isn't buying the therapy sessions either. In Montecito, paparazzi stalked Harry on dawn jogs, catching him tense, eyes down. Meghan, furious, reportedly told confidants she had warned him not to accept Maher's invitation. Bill, isn't Oprah, it was open season from the start. Media outlets went into overdrive. The Atlantic called the clash a cultural crucifixion. The New York Post called it a much-needed takedown. Comedians piled in. Sharon Osbourne praised Maher. Chrissy Teigen blasted him for ambushing. Joe Rogan joked, Harry thought he could do therapy live on TV and not get called out. Maher doesn't play like that. The cultural divide was stark. Liberals accused Bill of punching down. Conservatives cheered his truth bombs. College campuses hosted forums. YouTube essays racked up millions of views dissecting why Harry failed on American TV. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan scrambled. Crisis PR went into overdrive. Meghan considered a sit-down with Gayle King or Anderson Cooper to take back the narrative. Harry, shaken but stubborn, began drafting an essay titled Silenced by Satire, planning to include diary entries and therapy notes. Advisors begged him to wait. By then, the real-time episode had already become a case study in journalism schools, dissected for ethics, drama, and its viral explosion. Prince Harry had faced war zones, palace politics, and relentless tabloids. But none of it, compared to what happened under the glare of live American television.